How faithful would you say you are in terms of religion?
I am reluctant to talk about my faith in this way just because I want to be mindful of the need for the public to have confidence in my ability to separate out my personal views.
Well, how would you feel if a senator up here said, your faith, the dogma lives loudly within you, and that's of concern?
Senator,
I would if I were you. I found it offensive when they said it about Judge Barrett.
Joining us now is Senator Lindsey Graham of the Senate Judiciary Committee. Senator, Judge Jackson seems to imply that being openly religious somehow taints a judge's status?
Well, I think what I was asking her questions about her faith, and I don't believe for a minute that her faith will determine how she would rule on a case. I didn't believe that about Amy Coney Barrett. So she was uncomfortable with me asking about how faithful she was. Could she judge somebody of a different faith? Because I think most Americans are uncomfortable. Well, if she was uncomfortable with that, where was she and others when they were destroying Amy Coney Barrett, who's a faithful woman, who is a traditional Catholic, who her faith means a lot to her? They basically said that your faith is too much for us, and that we believe, you, Amy Coney Barrett, that the dogma lives loudly within you, and that questions your ability to be a fair judge. What they did to Judge Barrett was despicable.
Agree. But, Senator, you also asked Judge Brown Jackson something troubling. She said in the past about her time defending Guantanamo detainees. Take a look.
Yeah.
Did you ever accuse in one of your habeas petitions the government of acting as war criminals?
I don't remember that accusation, but I will say that...
Do you believe that's true, that America was acting as war criminals in holding these detainees?
What I was doing in the context of the habeas petitions at this very early stage in the process was making allegations to preserve issues on behalf of my clients.
Senator Brown Jackson repeatedly stated how much she loves this country. But that doesn't square with what we just heard.
Well, here's my point. Listen, have you ever been a public defender? I was a public defender equivalent in the Air Force. You take the clients that come in your office. I'll never hold it against a lawyer for representing somebody that no one else likes. But the point I'm trying to make is Judge Jackson said basically, I call it as I see it. I don't make up the law. I apply the facts in the law. I'm not an activist. Well, why does Demand Justice and every other nut job liberal group want her more than anybody else? So this idea she's a neutral observer of the law, not an activist, is not passing the smell test. Because when she was a lawyer, not only did she represent 4 Gitmo defendants as a public defender, which I'm fine with, she actually participated in 3 briefs by liberal organizations, amicus briefs, that accused the Bush administration of being war criminals. How could a lawyer accuse the President of the United States and the Secretary of Defense of being a war criminal and not remember it? And the groups that she was representing, associated with, wanted to destroy the legal regime at Guantanamo Bay that would allow us to hold these terrorists as enemy combatants. They wanted to treat them as common criminals, try them or let them go. 31% recidivism rate. So I don't buy the idea that she wasn't an activist when it came to changing the legal regime that protect this nation since 9/11.
Right. Senator, one last question. You going to vote for her?
Stay tuned.
Okay. Senator Graham, thanks so much.